Hey, good morning, everyone. How's it going today? Coach Alvarez here, back at you with another episode, Coffee with Coach, on this rainy Wednesday morning. But even though it's rainy and cloudy outside, I know the sun's still up there shining nice and bright. So just got to wait for this rain and these clouds to clear. Looks like it's going to be a couple days before we get a clear day, but it's all good because, like I said, I know the sun is up there shining. So anyways, up going through the routine like normal, and listening to the same video that I've been listening to for the last few days now with Grant Cardone, and something that just really caught my attention that I wanted to talk about again, because it's kind of hard to talk about all these things in one episode. There's too many of them. Morning, Ty. Is go back to acting like a child. Act like a child. Now, what does that mean? And he goes into our dreams and dreaming big. And when we're a kid, everything is possible. Everything is possible. We're just kids. Our brains are small, and we just think and just do things. We just do things without thinking. We just do things. We just act. We jump off of things. We jump on things. We jump into things. We climb things. We just do things as a kid because we just don't know any better. And there's not really thinking about too many consequences or, some of the repercussions and stuff like that. Now, obviously, when you get older, some of that stuff has to stop, right? You got to grow up at some point, start getting things under, things got to filter out, and you got to get some things, under control and, act like an adult kind of thing. But there should always be a time where we act like a child, or we think, like a child does, which is keeping our dreams big, keeping the dreams alive. As we, like I said, when we're a kid, he talks about, dream creation. We got all these things in our mind that we want to do. We just want to do this. We can be that. We can be that. We're told as a kid that we can be anything that we want to be, right? Like parents tell your kids that, right? But then as we get older, other people, friends, family members, society, whatever, starts to change that mentality and the way we think into, no, we can't have that. No, we shouldn't have that. No, that's going to be too hard for you. That's not going to work. We start putting these things or allowing people to put things in our mind that we can't do certain things. When we were a kid, we could do anything. We could accomplish anything. But as we get older, things start to change. And then again, society or just people around us, because they didn't get after their goals and they didn't chase the things that they were supposed to chase, they now put that on us as individuals to where, because they couldn't do it, now we can't do it. And that's just the way it works. And that's so true. Like, it's so true. I can just relate to everything that I was listening to this morning, or I've been listening to the last couple of days, because it's just the absolute truth. When we're kids, we can do anything. We are told we can do anything. And as we get older, all that stuff starts to get shut down. So he has in this video, like, for a moment here, you need to just think back to when you were a kid, when you were a child, and what you wanted to do, and then try to go back and do that, right? So, and it just so happens that in this book that I got, Do the Work by Stephen Pressfield, there's a small little section in the first couple pages here where they talk about that. So right here it says, it's page 13, it says, a child has no trouble believing the unbelievable, nor does the genius or the madman. It's only you and I, with our big brains and our tiny hearts, who doubt and overthink and hesitate. And it says, don't think, act. We can always revise and revisit once we've acted, but we can accomplish nothing until we act, right? And that's just so true, man. Like, as we get older and we start working, we got kids, we got families, we got responsibilities, right? When we're kids, our parents take care of us. But as we get older, we get more responsibilities. We got more things in play. You got to start doing the adulting thing, right? And then all the dreams just start to go away. We start shutting everything down. We forget about them. They're in the distance, or they're no longer even there. Or if they are there, you just don't think that you can achieve them anymore because they're just too hard to get to. And we need to go back to thinking when we were a child, and when we were a child, like it says, nothing was we had no trouble believing the unbelievable, and as we get older, we can't do it. Our brains get in the way. And Grant Cardone says this in the video, like our brains get in the way. We overthink too much. We hesitate, and it just shuts everything down. It kills all dreams. Procrastination and hesitation kills all dreams, along with, your friends and family members saying that you can't do that. And then on this page here, page 11, it all connects. Like this video I'm listening to, and then these few pages here connect. And I just wanted to get this out and share this with you. The title is Friends and Family. The problem with friends and family is that they know us as we are. They are invested in maintaining us as we are. They are invested in maintaining us as we are. The last thing we want is to remain as we are. If you're reading this book, it's because you sense inside you a second self, an unlived you. With some expectations, God bless them, friends and family are the enemy of this unmanifested you, this stubborn self, this future being. Prepare yourself to make new friends. They will appear. Trust me. And then, like I said, again, the next page is, a child has no trouble believing the unbelievable, nor does the genius or the madman, the crazy person, the possessed person. Again, if you're not being called crazy or possessed, then you're just not trying hard enough, because your friends and family should be telling you that. They should be calling you that. Because why? Because they're not willing to do what it is that they're supposed to be doing, so they don't want to see you do what you're doing. You're doing too much. You're doing too much. And again, over the years, over the time, I've been called both of those. Well, not really a madman, but close to it. Possessed and crazy. Crazy and possessed are two of the most common words that I get the most called about me. Because why? Because I have big goals. I have big dreams. I got things that I'm trying to accomplish, things that I'm trying to get after. And sometimes when I'm trying to get after those things, certain people just got to get out of my way. I just don't have time for certain people or certain things because I'm trying to get after something right now, and I just don't have time for them. So what happens? That hurts, right? They want to spend time with you. They want to see you, but you're busy trying to create this thing, and you do have to have some kind of balance. It's hard to do, okay? And I hear it all the time. Like, there's really no work-life balance. You try your best to spend time with certain people that you need to spend time with. But at the end of the day, at some point in certain sections of your life, man, you just got to get after it and you got to make it happen. So we need to make sure that we are not losing sight of the dreams that we had when we were a kid. And if you're not getting after it now, you still have time to get after it. You're still alive. You're still here. You can still make those things happen and not live according to certain friends and family members or society telling you can't do something because them themselves don't want to do it, or that's not possible, and I just love that. Like, our brains get in the way. And I wanted to relate that to what I call like a white belt mentality, in jiu-jitsu. In jiu-jitsu, when you first start jiu-jitsu, you just do things. Your instincts take over, and you don't know any jiu-jitsu yet. You're learning, and you're not really thinking too much. You're just reacting to things, right? And I've been coaching for over 12 years now, and I've been doing jiu-jitsu for well over 20 years. And I'm guilty of this as well. In the beginning, all you want to do is just get after it, right? Like, you're trying to catch all the blue belts, purple belts, like you're trying to beat all the guys above you. But once you get to that person, that guy or girl, that's the top dog in the school or on the mat, now you start overthinking too much. You're no longer that person that's just trying to just catch everyone. You don't want to be caught, so you just think too much about your techniques, your moves. You're overthinking too much, and what happens? You probably get caught anyways. I see that a lot with people in competition, myself included. When you're first coming up in competition, you don't care who's in front of you, who did what, whatever, because you don't even really know them. You don't even know them. You don't know what they're about. So you just get after it, and you're just trying to chase that title or that gold medal, whatever it is that you want. That's all that you see. But once you become someone, you get some recognition, and they know you, and now you have the titles, okay, and you have the thing that other people want. Now all of a sudden, you're not that same person that was on the other side. You're not as hungry as you were on the other side. You're at the top of the mountain now, and it's really hard to stay hungry sometimes because you already got what you were trying to get, and the people coming up underneath you, they're coming after it. They want what you have. So you got to stay hungry. You got to keep getting after it. But what happens? We think too much. A lot of my upper belts, my blue, purple, brown belts, think too much. You know, they think about the consequences of a sweep going bad or a pass going bad or whatever going bad, so they don't do it. They don't do it. But a white belt, like they just do things. They just do things. Kids jiu-jitsu. All my instructors out there are people that know, jiu-jitsu really well, know that kids can amaze you with the things that they do in jiu-jitsu. Like, wow, man, like I pick things up from kids because it's like, I didn't even think about that. Like, I didn't even think you could do that from there because they just did it, you know? And you just realize, like, when you watch kids do jiu-jitsu, they're not really thinking, right? They're just reacting. They're just getting after it. But then you watch the adults, too much thought into the move, too much thinking and what's going to happen, the consequences of the move. So then nothing happens. Nothing happens because you put too much thought into it. So obviously, like I said in the beginning, there's times where, you know, some people just don't grow up, and they do need to grow up. They need to get a little more serious about, their finances and cut out all the partying and do some adulting. But then when we are adults, there's times where we need to go back, like Grant Cardone is saying, where, you know, we let go of our dreams, we let go of the goals that we had because, you know, we're too busy doing the other thing. And we need to go back to that, bring those dreams back alive and then get after them. Because why? Because we're still here. We still have time to do it. So let me just read it again. As a child has no trouble believing the unbelievable, nor does the genius or the madman. It's only you and I with our big brains and our tiny hearts who doubt and overthink and hesitate. Don't think, act. We can always revise and revisit once we've acted, but we can accomplish nothing until we act, okay? Really good stuff today, man. So if that's you out there, you've just been thinking, overthinking, you know, putting too much thought into something, man, just do it. Just make it happen, you know. You'll figure it out when you get there, you know, but nothing's going to happen. There's nothing going to come up out of doing nothing at all. We got to go back to doing what we want to do. And, in the process, you know, you're most likely you'll probably help other people along the way. So really good stuff today. And again, don't forget, as much as we love our friends and family members, they're not really there to help us sometimes like they say they are. The problem with friends and family members is that they know us as we are, and they invested in maintaining us as we are. The last thing we want to do is remain as we are. If you're reading this book, it's because you sense inside you a second self, an unlived you. All right, good stuff today. So prepare yourself to make new friends. They will appear, trust me. So get after it, guys. Make it happen. It's the middle of the week. If you're sitting on the couch, you're not making moves, you're overthinking, doing more of the overthinking and not doing anything, we need to get after it and make it happen. All right, guys. So hope that helps today. Rewire the thinking, change our thought process a little bit and get after the dreams and goals that we have. Because you're only here once. You don't get a second chance. All right, guys. Catch you on the next one. Have a good day.